Are you looking for the perfect preschool homeschool curriculum to kickstart your child's educational journey? Well, look no further. In today's video, we're going to be counting down the top 10 preschool homeschool programs available today. Hey there, my name's Rebecca Devitt. I'm a homeschool mum. I homeschool my own preschooler, and for research for this video today, I've distilled about 400 Facebook comments all about homeschool preschool curriculum to find you the best options we can. I'm going to be sharing the features, the benefits, and very importantly, the price of each program as we look at them. Finally, I'm going to share what program I use with my own daughter, and it's a relatively new program, so maybe you haven't heard of it before. But maybe the most important thing I do want you to hear in this video today is that you don't need to buy a preschool homeschool curriculum. Some children may not actually be ready to learn at 3 or 4 years of age, and forcing them to do that may stunt their love of learning and their future enjoyment of learning a formal curriculum, certainly. So, only get a preschool curriculum if your child is showing signs that they are keen to learn. I made the mistake of starting my son on a preschool curriculum when he was 3 years old, and it majorly backfired because he was not ready for it. But Penny, my second child, by age 4, she was just begging me to do homeschooling with her. So I got her a fun curriculum, but if ever there is a day where she doesn't want to do her curriculum, which hasn't happened yet because she does love it, then we're just gonna skip lessons until she's keen again. Okay, so that should take the pressure off you a little bit. Don't feel like you need to get a curriculum until your child is ready. But what will be a good fit for your kids if you do decide to get a preschool curriculum? Let's begin by looking at the most popular options. When I tallied up the comments on the homeschool forums about preschool curriculum, one program really stood out as being the most popular. That was My Father's World. But what made it a standout? Well, it's hands-on and lots of play-based learning happens to get them involved. You can also start this program very early. They make a 2 to 3 year old preschool program called All Aboard the Animal Train. There are many Bible-based lessons on top of the basic curriculum, which of course features many animals. I must admit, age 2 is a little early to start formal learning for me. But My Father's World has another program for preschoolers called The Voyage of Learning, and it is for 4-year-olds. This one focuses on academic readiness with the alphabet and numbers. I love that My Father's World is known for its gospel-centered teaching, one reason that I think it is a favorite. How much does it cost? Well, you can buy these programs for roughly $280 to $330. My Father's World is a well-known and trusted program in the homeschooling world. However, the curriculum that tied for second place is new to me. It is ABC Jesus Loves Me. But why is it so popular? Well, it's because it's affordable and it offers really good value. In fact, you can get this one for free, and then they also have paid options on top of that. Many people use the free option. This costs around $95, which isn't too bad. But this includes a paper-based curriculum and also a lot of online digital resources you can use. This play-based curriculum aims to encourage children visually, audibly, kinesthetic, and it's perfect for little kids really. They also make various curriculum packages from kids all the way from 1-year-old to 5-year-olds. But what curriculum tied for second place with ABC Jesus Loves Me? Well, it's the Masterbooks curriculum. Masterbooks is also a gospel-centered homeschool program, which I like. You can get their complete preschool homeschool curriculum kit, Biblical Beginnings for Preschool. This curriculum is for 3 to 5-year-olds. If you do it 4 days a week, it will take around 45 to 60 minutes a day. In this program, kids learn about the alphabet, colors, numbers, flora and fauna. And of course, they learn about biblical history. You can buy this whole package for around $105 to $130. So that's pretty affordable for all of your preschool homeschool curriculum. But what if you wanted to just stay with the one book and not keep swapping from workbook to textbook all the time? What if you wanted a nice, gentle homeschool that's really just discussing matters? Something the whole family can enjoy together, something that's a real bonding experience. Then there's Before 5 in a Row. This program uses the unit studies method and can be done with multiple children at the same time. The idea behind this one is that you and your family read the same good quality story 5 times in a row and learn all the different subjects in it simultaneously. Sounds boring, but it isn't. This one gets incredible reviews and people love it. The other reason people love this one is that it's actually really affordable. Do you want to know what this one costs? Between $50 to $80. And then after that program, you can also do more 5 in a row, which costs the same money again. Not bad. You really can't get a more open and go preschool curriculum than that, can you? Another program similar to 5 in a Row is the Gather Round curriculum, but you get some workbooks with this one. Gather Round is known for being quite gospel-centered. They create gorgeous looking workbooks and materials. In the preschool homeschool curriculum, they give you 4 teacher's manuals. These manuals start by covering pre-writing skills and then increase in difficulty slowly as children eventually learn to draw and write numbers. Because it uses the unit studies method, you can gather all your children around and teach them all their subjects simultaneously. Then they can go off and do their workbooks. This one costs around $251 for the printed version and $215 for the digital version. I also like that if you go with the printed version, you can add another student to the program for only an extra $120. This preschool curriculum is a touch pricier than the others, especially if you only have 1 or 2 children, but it does get great reviews. If you have 10 kids, however, this would actually be the cheapest program because if you get the online version, you can print out the workbooks as much as you want for each child you have. And just quickly, if you do have lots of children and they're all of different ages, then you have to check out Schoolhouse Teachers. Schoolhouse Teachers is a Christian homeschool program that is seriously affordable and covers all your subjects, including pre-K, all grades and all electives. They have over 25,000 video lessons, some of which are interactive. And there's also lots of videos to choose from in that. You can access all of this for $209 to $270 for 1 year, although they often have BOGO and other sorts of sales where you can get 2 years for 1 or incredible discounts of some sort. And if you only need pre-K to grade 8, then this will cost you $209. But they have loads of sales. This is a seriously good program, especially if you've got lots of kids. I'll link this one down below. Definitely go check it out. Now, Schoolhouse Teachers is more traditional. What if you wanted to go down the classical route though for preschool? Use something that's perhaps a little bit more gentle. Then gentle and classical preschool for 2, 3 and 4-year-olds will be a great fit for you. True to the classical homeschooling method, this curriculum aims to use a child's developmental stage and natural rhythms as a point to start their educating. Their aim is to provide structure, focus on character development and faith, and add intention to their child's preschool years. The latter point reminds me a lot of the Montessori and the Charlotte Mason learning method. With gentle and classical, it's pretty affordable. You can get their physical bundle for the inexpensive price of $64, and this includes the teacher's guide, activity packet, flashcards, and more. But what if the idea of providing structure for preschool has you worried? Maybe you're after just a little bit of play-based education for preschool. Can you do that? Well, yes, you can. And you can actually do it with a curriculum. A Year of Playing Skillfully by Homegrown Preschooler is a series of educational books that teach parents how to educate their children according to the Charlotte Mason method. It's all about intentional play and learning through play. For example, in this one, you can label 10 cans with the numbers 1 to 10. Then you'll get your child to put rocks in each one that you name. There are also things like drawing in the sand and of course lots of mud and getting outdoors into nature. Be aware of this one though, it's very intentional, and although your child won't know they're learning, it isn't an easy open and go preschool curriculum like the one I use. I'll tell you about that one later. A year of playing skillfully costs $159, so it's pretty average in terms of price. But there is a program that's been admired for decades. It's a program that I used when I was a little kid as a homeschooler, and that is Rod and Staff. Rod and Staff produce a lovely Christian preschool homeschool curriculum kit that includes Bible stories to read, pictures to colour, activities to do, letters to write, numbers to trace, and more. In total, 15 books and booklets are included. Pretty good value at $64.50. I'll link this one down below. It is quite a favourite. I find it quite interesting to note that a lot of really big curriculum companies like Christian Light Education actually use Rod and Staff as their basic curriculum. The only thing with this one is that it is an older curriculum and you can kind of tell. And of course with this one, it is a completely printed curriculum, so it's all offline. So that's pretty cheap, but what if you wanted something really cheap, let's say free? Well, Easy Peasy All-in-One is a free printable preschool homeschool curriculum. It's entirely online and you don't have to register to access this one. Easy Peasy provides all curricula for all grades. The idea is that kids can eventually start homeschooling themselves independently. Many people really like this program and it's a great option if money is an issue. I have to admit though, I do find it hard to get excited about Easy Peasy because often I'm just reading a page that's black and white and it's just not that interesting. But like I said, really good option if you want something free. I'll link this one down below and all of the curriculum that we've talked about today down below. There are some other preschool homeschool programs and I will put these on the screen right now so you can have a look at them. The Preschool Press, Abeka, Memoria Press, Horizons, Playing Preschool, God's Little Explorers, The Good and the Beautiful. I will note with this one though, that for people they said they started doing preschool with The Good and the Beautiful, but they did change it because it has issues with its worldview. Essentially, it's written by somebody who goes to the LDS or the Mormon church. Now, if you want to know more about this issue, I will link a video down below because a lot of people are like, oh, I never knew that about The Good and the Beautiful. Yeah, so I'll link that video down below if you want to have a look at that. However, the ones I've just stated, they weren't the most popular. The ones that I kind of went on about in the video, they were the most popular ones. But now, do you want to know what I'm using for preschool? In the past, I did use about 4 different preschool options, and to be honest, I struggled a lot with it. But then I found Footsteps for Fours by BJU Press. This particular pre-K homeschool curriculum is pretty new. I'll link it below. But I'm a huge fan because it has physical workbooks my 4-year-old can use while she watches the video lessons. It's also easy to use and open and go. Video lessons cover many subjects, especially promoting a biblical worldview and reading and math proficiency. But having said that, it's also the most expensive preschool curriculum on the list, weighing in at $350 US. But it's totally worth every penny. If you are keen to check out this program, I've done a fun and detailed review of it in this video here, so go check it out.